Hello and welcome back to another edition of the TimeFlies podcast. I am your host, Dariel, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see that we have a reunion between the BX boys and your boy, Dariel. It's been a long time, guys. I missed you guys. I'm glad you guys are doing well. Tell me about what's been going on with you. Tell me everything. We haven't done this in a minute, so I wanna get the life update.
Just, the usual, man. A lot of work, a lot of catching up. The theme this year is work hard, play hard, bro. So, as hard as I'm working, I'm trying to make sure I'm enjoying life as much as I'm doing that. And just figuring shit out. But it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been a fun year. A lot of changes, a lot of growing up, but a lot of new memories. We still got 4 months left, so let's get it. Yeet.
Yeet.
Jay, talk to me, bro.
Everything's been cool. Just work like Rainer had mentioned, like just working a lot. Trying to figure out the ins and outs of life, and trying to become a better person and help the people around you become better. It's part of growing up and part of being a man. That's quote
Facts.
unquote being a man. So you got to support others, help others, and just be present. Because this year has been a fun year. Like 2025 has been a fun year. Me and
Love to
Raina
hear
went on
that.
vacation and stuff like that with a group of friends. So like those core memories you have in your life, you got to be present and you got to enjoy them because later in life you want to look back years later like damn, I remember 2025 I did this, I did this, I did this, but it's all good memories. So overall, I've been doing all right. I've been doing better.
Okay, Jay with Preacher Man over here. I love it. I love it.
Facts.
Just a quick life update. If you guys see my background, this might look a little familiar. I'm back home in New York.
Let's
It's
go.
dog. It's a lot of shit. I'll tell you guys offline. I'll definitely send a text to the group telling you exactly like what happened, why I came back home. But for right now, the reason why we're on this Zoom, the reason why we're on this episode is because the God, Scott Miss Cudi, came out with another album, Free. And of course, I had to unite the Cud Vengers because we always got to talk about whenever Scott is doing something. So
Months.
so before we talk about the album, I kind of want to give you guys just a little bit of like, have you guys seen what the hell he's been up to? This guy is doing so much. This guy started off the summer premiering a short film, I think in the one of these film festivals. I think it's the New York Film Festival. I'm not sure which one, but he premiered the short film Neverland, where it's like him and I think the actress is Kiernan Culpin, something like that. They're vampires and it deals with like that type of world. So he premiered that. He has the memoir, Cuddy, which, yo, do you guys have by any chance?
I have not copped it, but I was gonna cop it
Not
today.
yet.
I need it
Damn,
signed.
tragedy. All three of us don't have it. Fucking tragic, bro. Fucking tragic.
Facts.
I
But
look forward to copping though and reading what he talks about.
no, 100%. I'm definitely gonna cop. It's just, I don't have a Barnes and Noble close to me. I gotta fucking like drive out there, but whatever.
Amazon, bro. That's
Oh
delivered.
yeah, facts. Nah, I'm old school. I still want to like go to the places and physically get the shit. Definitely
I
not
feel you.
CDs, but like anything else, whatever. The memoir. Obviously we're gonna be talking about this album Free. Oh yeah, and he got married.
Big
Our
change.
our boy is growing up, bro. This guy is like we know his past history, and it seems like he's in a real better place in life. So now that we've caught up as far as like what's been going on in his life, Rainer, I'm gonna come to you with this question. On the album, do you like the direction that he took?
I do actually. I gave it a couple spins. And y'all know me, like once the first single dropped, I sent it to y'all and I was like, yo, this is fire.
You did.
Second single, I liked even more. So I was really, really excited for this album. Um, it was something kind of new because I know when he dropped his last one and he did two albums, he kind of talked about it being a little different, but it was still him having fun, but kind of still in his world, and going into other people's world, which we talked about. Um,
Yeah, we did an episode on that. Go
fun.
check that out. Link will be in the
No, facts,
description.
facts.
Rainer, my bad.
No, you're good. Please go check those out. Good conversations always. But this one, yeah, like I was really looking forward to it just off the strength of those two singles. And also, I wasn't expecting him to drop an album. Me and Jay were talking about it where I was like, I thought the album was coming like next year. So
Yeah.
he started dropping singles, and then I heard about the film. I was like, oh, this is just for this. And it was like a full album. So I was really looking forward to it. And I was really impressed after listening to the album a couple times.
All right, so you like the direction that he took. Jay, talk to me.
Yeah, I feel like he's in a different aspect of his life. Like, the stages in the life where you gotta level up. And his definite like throughout his career, he was always depressed, always like a sad boy vibes. And like this is the time where, I feel as if he feels like he's completed the mission of being Kid Cudi and now he's ready to enter a new life, which is love. And
Literally.
love. And it seems like he's enjoying it. It seems like enjoying it. He's you could see it through his music, how much he loves his wife and
Yeah.
stuff. So like I feel like he's heading in a good direction. Of course, I'm gonna miss the old Cudi, the Cudi we grew up on. Because I'm into sad boy music. I get it. We all go through it. We all
Yeah,
go
yeah,
through
yeah.
the ways. But I do like the direction he's going. He's just showing that there is another side of him that a lot of people don't know, but he's willing to express that.
Love that. So obviously for the preparation of this podcast, I've been hearing a lot of interviews. He did one last week with Zane Lowe, and there's a couple of tidbits from that interview that I definitely want to highlight, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about it if you guys haven't seen it or heard it. But I also Cuddy in other interviews besides the one with Zane Lowe, one of the things that he mentioned was he wanted to do a pop album. He wanted to do his version of a pop album, and I definitely get that type of vibe, but I was listening to it this morning and it kind of hit me. I want to know if you guys had the same thought. Does this kind of feel like a Wizard sequel? Or did I even cross your minds or not really? If you
Some songs,
some songs,
some songs.
Ray?
Um, in a way,
Mm-hmm,
kind of, just because like the themes and stuff like that. Because Wizard, I think he was touching on love a lot too, and like specifically like romance,
yeah.
uh, which is what he's doing here too. So I can kind of see that, but I very much took this for what it is because I feel like Wizard was what? How long ago?
Over a decade.
2011,
Yeah, and I'm
2011.
like, it's
Yeah.
like Jay was saying, like he's such in a different place in his life, and so are we. So like I'm just like taking it for what it is right now. But there were moments where I'm like, oh, this kind of like sounds like familiar, but that's
Yeah,
because the sound is also a little bit like Wizard because it's very different. It was him and Dot doing that, but this one I think
100%.
got different producers and stuff like that. But like the themes and some of the sounds and him just singing and all those things really felt familiar.
The reason why I said that and I brought that to you guys is because yeah, you got Rainer, you're right as far as like the themes, he's talking about love, but also like literally the music and sonically, like the type of beats and the instrumentation that they use on Wizard. I kind of hear it in this album, the guitar, the electric riffs. Like I kind of hear it, and it just brought. I was like, oh, I could kind of see that this is kind of a Wizard sequel, but that wasn't his intention. His intention going to this album was literally making a love album for his wife, Lola. They met in Paris, and the Zane Lowe interview, this guy is just like he's professing his love to his wife, and he's saying how like he's always felt like he's missed something, even though like in the Insano era of Cudi, he felt that he was in a better place in his life, which we all love to see, but he said that he still felt like he was missing something. So then he met his wife, they ended up falling in love, getting married, and then this is like an ode to his wife. Um, Me personally, it's as far as like if I like the direction, I don't not like it. I don't love it, but like I can definitely see Cuddy in this lane. If he wants to do this type of music for the rest of his career, I'm totally fine with it. And I actually think it kind of makes sense. I like it. I don't want to say that I was expecting or I was hoping for more, but after Insano, and something else that he mentioned in one of the interviews, he said that when he dropped Insano and when he dropped Nitro Mega, he said that he was kind of bored. He said that like this is very familiar and he was just making stuff that the fans were kind of hoping for.
Right.
Mhm.
And when I heard that, I was like, oh, like maybe that's why Insano, we weren't a big fan of part one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then he dropped Nitro Mega. Nitro Mega, we were like, okay, this is the Cudi that
Oh
we
yeah.
recognize, we love. But it makes sense. It makes sense that like during the Insano era, he was like, I'm not pushing myself. What about some of your favorites? Talk to me about some of your favorites off this album. Jay, talk to me.
I really fuck with Submarine. That's my shit. I like
Really?
the beats. I like the beat. Um, it's a really good song. It's a really good song. It's a little different from like, in my opinion, it's a little different from like it's like really poppy, like a really pop kind of song. Um,
That's your number
you
one
want
song? That's like your favorite
uh,
song on this album?
damn. I I was listening to Stargazing this morning after I took a shower, and I like the instruments he uses in that song. Like I think it's like maybe it's electric guitar. I don't know if it's electric guitar. It's like in between the lyrics. Stargazing is up there because at the end he talks about writing love letters like forever and stuff like that. It's for his wife, obviously, and it's like it's romantic. It's a different side. It's a different side of Cudi we haven't seen. So I would say right now the standouts for me would be like Submarine, Stargazing, Past Life, and Ashes. I like Ashes for some reason. Ashes is like a really mellow, cool song that I think people should listen to.
Wait, Jay, say it again. Okay, so you said Stargazing, you said Ashes, Submarine, and what else?
Past Life.
Past Life. Okay, yeah. I like Past Life. I bet. Rainer, talk to me.
I know you're asking about the songs I like, but
Go ahead.
nah,
Wherever you want to go.
just because y'all mentioned it, like I think Past Life might be the only song I wasn't feeling.
Really? Okay.
I may give it like more spins, but like I played it a couple times and I was like, for me, I don't know, it just felt like it didn't fit. But I'm gonna give it more
Interesting.
chances. I'm gonna give it more chances because obviously it's a well-structured album, so I don't think there is actually anything that doesn't fit. So maybe it's just me in my brain being like, uh,
Mhm.
but it wasn't a bad song, but it was the only one that I was like, ah. But as I mentioned, the two singles, Neverland, it's my shit.
Mhm.
Grave, my favorite.
Mm.
I just like I resonate with it. I like how he's singing the chorus. It's just that shit is fire. I play that shit 10 times straight. Truman Show, just off the
Tough.
title, like I need to know what the vibes is and
It carries best
delivered.
movies.
I like that song a
Facts.
lot.
And the cover, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I did love Ashes too. Ashes was fire. And I really like the intro, Echoes of the Present. No, no, it was a nice way to like just get into the album. It kind of felt like a transition, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's like the last like 20 seconds of the song. That's like when the beat drops.
Hmm.
And that the title track, like when I was listening to it, that gave me Wizard vibes. And I was like, oh, is this gonna be a Wizard type thing? But then the rest of the album, we got what we got. Interesting point is that like everybody's favorite or everybody's songs that they like is different. You're not a big fan of Past Life. I'm a fan of Past Life. Jeff is a fan of Past Life. But Jeff's other songs, Submarine, Ashes, I'm not a big fan of. So we all have different songs that we're like fans of.
Hey,
Um, that's like, I mean, that's just great for the fans, and whenever they talk about their favorite artists, you
What's
see
your
like
joints though?
the impact that they have. Yeah, yeah. No, my favorite 100%, I think I said in the group chat, is Opiate.
okay, yeah.
Tenderness entering. That shit, this is smooth Cuddy, smooth Cuddy. I love pause. Mr. Miracle.
It was
How's it
good.
go? Yeah. Call
Yeah.
me Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fire. Grave, the singles Neverland and Grave, I like. Truman Show. I like Past Life, Picnic in Paris, Stargazing. The last track, Saltwater, I gotta listen to it a little bit more, but I like a majority of the album. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think the takeaway that we had was that after listening to the album, it's not such a left field from Cudi, because like we've heard kind of this type of Cudi in the past, like we said earlier with Wizard. Then he went into his full rock mode when he dropped Speed and Bullet to Heaven. So like, and even on the other albums, like he's had moments here and there where he blends the genres. So it's just interesting to see where Cuddy is right now. And something else in the Zane Lowe interview. Did you guys catch it, by the way? I don't know if you
I
guys.
haven't. I
Okay,
was looking through the Apple Music on his page and I saw he dropped and I was like, I gotta watch this, but I haven't watched it yet.
so sorry for spoiling it, but in the interview, he talks about what's the next chapter in his life. And surprisingly, it's actually not music. He goes into talking about film. And I mean, we kind of see that he's been acting for a while. We love the show How to Make It in America. Bring that back, HBO. I don't know what the hell y'all doing.
Facts.
How to Make It in America. He's been in Westworld. He's had parts in movies. Like he's been throughout.
Entourage.
Oh yeah, yeah. Entourage, the movie. but he's actually really trying to direct. When he was talking to Zane Lowe, he said that he has a full script ready to go based off of the short film that he premiered at the film festival. And the movie is called When the Light Bleeds, I believe. When the Light Bleeds, he's only going to direct, and he's partnering with Jordan Peele's production company, Monkey Paw.
Oh, nice.
So Cudi is very focused on trying to do something within the film world. He did hint at like he's still gonna be like jumping in and out of the music world. He said that he doesn't want to do any features anymore because he felt like the features were they felt very transactional and they weren't like genuine. And Cudi's whole career is like, he puts his whole heart into whatever he does. So those type of transactions happen, they have a bigger impact on him. So he doesn't want to mess with that. But he said that he's working on a song with Asher Roth and Chuck English from
Oh,
the Cool Kids. So, and he said like he wanted to do that because they kind of both came into the business at the same time. Um, but as far as like where he's gonna go from here on out, he's gonna be focusing on his films. And I don't know when we're gonna get another Cudi project. And it's interesting. When was the last time you guys heard Insano or Nitro Mega?
Like just like a song, like a random song.
Yeah, when was the last time a random song popped up, or when was the last time you actually went to one of those two albums?
I always have my music on shuffle, like on my music when I'm listening through my phone. So like I'll be on the train heading to work or coming back uptown to the Bronx, you already know. Um, and like
Oh,
yo, the song "All My Life" started playing. I'm like, yo, I love this song. So I just let it fly. So it's like random little spurts throughout the day. Like when I'm at work, I'll be having my AirPods and listening to music. And I always, like I said, I always have my phone on shuffle. So like there's a bunch of Cudi songs that I have on my phone that just randomly play.
yo, All
And
My Life, is that Insano or is that Nitro Mega?
I believe it's Nitro Mega.
For
it
that.
is. It
That's
is.
Oh,
I'm
it
looking
is.
at it now.
But damn, Jay, so you just admitted that you listen to music while you're at work? Tragic.
I mean, yeah, through the HomePod.
Ah, I'm crying.
Listen,
Uh,
man.
Ray,
All
what
I
about
gotta say
you?
is, to this day, in my heart, I'm brave. Chunky
That's his shit.
forever, baby.
Yeah,
Chunky, bro.
Forever, bro.
yeah. No,
That's my shit,
you've been pushing Chunky even before the album dropped.
bro. That's my
That's a
song.
fact.
Still play that shit like it dropped today.
Love it. What
How about
about
you, Dario?
me? Actually, earlier in the week, actually no, last week or like a couple of days before this album dropped, Free. I was like, yo, you know what? Like, I didn't really. We talked about Insano, we talked about Nitro Mega, but it wasn't the same type of relationship that I have with Cudi's older albums, where I go back to them. So I kind of like I was like, yo, let me just go back to Nitro Mega because I remember that I really liked Nitro Mega, but after it dropped, I listened to it for like maybe like a week or two after the album dropped, and then that was it. So I went back to Nitro Mega, and I'm like, damn, this album is hard, bro. There's so many songs on that album I love. Insano was just I don't know what the hell he was doing, bro. I don't know why Insano. I don't know. Like I honestly I don't know what I can say. Jay, what's up?
I like Electro Wave from in regular Insano than I do from than 2.0.
That 2.0
Mm,
is fire, but they
It's,
both
it is
fire.
fire. It is fire. Don't get it twisted. But I just like Electro Wave Baby, the original version from Insano better for some reason. I don't know. Maybe
I
the
think
second part's a little too poppy. I don't know.
I
it's
feel
funny
you.
because I heard 2.0 before I heard the first one, so I think that's why I like it more. Because he was with Steve Aoki at a show and he
Yes.
played it,
Oh,
and I was
yes,
like,
yes,
oh, this is
yes, yes.
fire. But great song, great song.
Yeah, Rainer, what about you? Besides Chunky, do you go back like is are you like Jay where your phone, I was about to say iPod, tragic, where your phone is on shuffle, or when was the last time that you actually went back to Insano or you actually went back to Nitro Mega?
Um,
Or is it just Chunky?
it's really just chunky. But now I'm looking at Insano. I
Okay.
forgot how much I like Porsche Topless. I forgot how much I like that
Ooh.
song.
Yeah, that song's fire.
That's about shit. Electro Baby. Wow was my shit too.
Wow, yeah, wow was good.
Yeah. But yeah, like I that's really the only one I go back to because I really love that song. It's one of my favorite songs of his.
All right, love it. You're definitely keeping Nitro Mega alive.
Come
I
on
love
now.
it. I love it. Um,
One stream at a time.
So, fact. Sorry,
Paying,
Cudi.
paying his rent.
He gets like 1 penny off of every stream, but
Facts, bro.
I think the album is gonna resonate with certain type of people. It's not gonna resonate with all Cudi fans. But they just gotta be open enough to listen to like what their favorite artist or just like maybe this is their first Cudi album they ever listened to.
right.
Just got to be open. They just got to be open to it. Certain people go through phases in their lives where, like I mentioned before, the sad boy vibes are gone. He's in a different mindset now. So just be open and willing to listen to what he has to say. Because hey, could what he says could be how you feel. You just don't know how to say it, but he's telling you through music. That's what I would just give it a chance. Give it a chance.
Think like just thinking about what you said he was sharing in the interview about him stepping away from music. He wants to go in a different direction, but he's gonna dabble in it still. If this is like his like, I mean, granted, people say they're not making music anymore and they never really actually stand by that. But if this
Right.
is like his hoorah, it's kind of poetic, you know? It's kind of cool. Like he's one of the artists in our lifetime that we have seen actually in a way show and be super transparent about his journey in life through his music, whether it's the themes or like him in interviews or like what he's saying in his songs or at his shows and shit like that. Like for this, if this is like his, it's kind of cool. Even with the title, free, I like it.
Yeah, no, facts. And actually, part of that interview, damn, I'm spoiling it for y'all. Sorry, y'all. But part of that interview, Rainer, based off what you said, like if this is his last album, Zane Lowe said that one of the last times that he talked to Cudi, I'm not sure after which album it was, if it was Insano or after Nitro Mega, but he said that Cudi told him that like he think he's done with music. And then I don't know what album it was, and then he dropped the next album. So you're right. We never know, like whenever an artist, a rapper, or any type of artist says it, we never know if that's, if they're gonna hold their word, stick to what they're saying. Um, but also interesting, Jay, you said when you were just talking about your feelings about the album right now, you said that like this album isn't for anybody. And as soon as you said that, I went to his discography, and I'm like, yo, this guy has like he has a good enough sample size for like different types of crowds.
100%. Yes.
He has the hip hop crowd, obviously, with the Man on the Moon series, with Satellite Flight, with my favorite Cudi album, In the Cud. He has the rock with Speed and Bullet. He has the
Wizard.
alternative with
Mhm.
Wizard. And if you want to throw this album in there, like he literally can touch every genre, every type of different person, like who likes different types of genres of music. So that's just a testament of how flexible of an artist Cudi is, if you will. And there are albums that I didn't even talk about. Intergalactic, Man on the
Passion, Pain,
Moon.
and Demon Slaying,
There you go. Passion Pain,
He goes.
greatest album ever.
the collab album with Ye. Yo, Jay, it's a wrap for our boy, yo.
Oh no, he's cooked. I'm sorry, he's cooked. But I'm excited for that documentary that's going around. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see what's up.
Yeah,
Trying to
hopefully I'll
tell
be able
y'all,
to.
man. Trying to tell y'all, man.
Oh, here
Trying to
we
tell
go.
y'all.
Yo,
Here we
Trying to
go.
tell
relax, relax. Drake is still
you.
pussy, dog. Drake is still
Yeah,
pussy.
I didn't want to listen to Megamind. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm crying.
Drake is still pussy, dog.
Bro, Drake's a goat, bro. Stop it. Stop. Stop. It's not about
Drake.
Drake, bro. It's not about Drake, bro. You see how
Oh,
you made it about Drake? You see how you that's the
facts.
problem.
I ain't say nothing.
Facts. Nah, Jay didn't say anything. I'll stand. I'll hold it. I'll hold it. Pause.
Iceman
I'm the one who brought it up.
72 stones, baby. I'd have been
Yo,
playing it right out of two wrongs. Let's go. Let's go.
yo, Jay. It's like we can't even say nothing, bro.
Bro, I only go back to Yeezus and back. I'm good. That's all I
Yo,
go.
it's crazy, dog. And he
It's over.
actually, yo, for real, we can't even like, damn, it's tragic. But Zane Lowe, he talks about that in the interview. He's like, he doesn't say Ye by name, but he's insinuating that he's talking about Kanye. And Cudi's basically like, listen, he had a very important part in my life and making me the artist that I am today. But he's really focused on looking forward. He doesn't look backwards. He's really focused on looking forward. So he's just being politically correct. He's not trying to come at his neck like Push has been in the last interviews. Um, but one else something else that he said, I forgot what interview it was, but he said like the reason why he had a falling out with Ye is because of what Ye said about Virgil after Virgil passed. And that's one of the things that's like, yo, like, yeah, you can't really come back from like stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
That's true.
it's just sad. It's just sad because I mean, I know we're able to separate the artist from the artist, but I mean the art from the artist, sorry. But Cudi and Ye, like that's one of the best duos I think in hip hop history, even though they only have one album. So there's just so much to go with that. So I'm watching Apple YouTube page. They have a show every Friday. It's called Rap Life. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's with Ebro, Nadeska, and Low Key. And a few episodes ago, they were celebrating the first 25 years of the 2000s, the first 25 years. And the topic was most influential albums. Now, all the albums that came up, they talked about Get Rich or Die Trying. They talked about Eminem. I forgot, they talked about a couple more. And then Nadeska brought up, she was like, what about Cudi, Man on the Moon? Does he not get any love? And they were like, Ebro and Low Key, they were like, no. And I'm like, what? Like, how? Like, first of all, bringing him up after the fact is a tragedy. And then when they bring him up, they kind of like brush it off. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like a lot of the, I don't, maybe not, maybe today's generation, but I don't really, honestly, I don't really listen to rap like that in today's era. But
Either.
like the Yachties, the Travis Scotts, the Uzis, which might be the generation right before the one we're in right now, like theirs fully influenced by Cudi. So basically, my question to you guys is, why the hell doesn't Cudi get more respect within the rap hip hop world?
I think it's just the going back to like the themes. It's not what rap is really built on. And it's funny because it kind of was back then. Like they used to talk about like some real shit, like the poverty in the hood and things like that. And
There's
like
always been
how
examples of that.
yeah, and like but like when it went into the 90s and it was more of like still that, but like in a gangster rap type way, and then 2000s was very much
50
50 G Unit. Um, you had your Jadakiss, all that, you know. So I think it
Diplomats
changed. But like by the time he came around and did that, granted, that wave of artists was kind of very unique. It was the
at that
J.
time.
Cole, which people find boring. I don't know why. Then you got your Wale's, which a lot of people don't like too. And you
Yeah.
got your Kid Cudi, and you had your Mac Miller, R.I.P. Like all of them were in that pocket of like, yo, I'm talking about my life, my specific things, and like hip hop doesn't really welcome or appreciate that because it's like this machismo and shit like that that I think. So like when it comes to him, there's still a lot of people that are like, oh, they make fun of the whole Kid Cudi saved my life. Like they make fun of people saying that. I'm like, yo, bro, like the fuck? Like
It's
what's
crazy.
wrong with that? But specifically too, that show, that's why I don't watch it. Those two motherfuckers right there, they piss me off, bro.
Facts.
They piss me off. Because like and Nadeska, she's of our generation. So
Yeah,
she
yeah.
gets
Yeah.
that's why she is the one who brings it up. And like she'll defend it and she'll have valid reasons and she can back up her points. But like when you got two older dudes like that who just like care about a specific type of rap, they're not gonna appreciate and welcome that the way we did.
But the thing is, Ebro, I kind of understand because Ebro is like a really, really OG. But low key, I feel like low key came up with Cudi because Cudi really popped off in the blog era, which is like 2007 to like 2010, 11. That's like right in the smack of Cudi's first album. Cudi's first album was what, 2007, 2008? Man on the
The
Moon?
mixtape.
Yeah. Well, Man on
Oh,
the Moon was 9, but Kid Named Cudi was 08, I
oh
believe.
08.
Yeah. Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
So that's right in the smack of it. So like not even giving Cudi the time of day as far as influential albums of the first 25 years is absolutely ridiculous to me. And the amount of interviews that I can point to where these artists are saying, like Rainer, you said, Kid Cudi saved my life. Kid Cudi was the reason. Schoolboy Q literally says, Kid Cudi is the reason why I'm able to be a weirdo in this industry because he's the one that came in and started talking about his feelings, what he's been thinking about, all that kind of stuff, and how it affects him.
Kid Cudi, I mean, come on, bro. He's all our fathers. Anybody that's like been rapping as long as in my time, like Kid Cudi is like he broke the barrier for like weird people like me. Like
Mm,
you don't look at a Crip and you don't look at me. Like you know what I'm
Right, right.
saying?
right.
Like Kid Cudi made that comfortable for
Did
me because like being weird is okay, being yourself is okay.
So yeah, man. I just like, and then I'm thinking about like his actual music. Like he's actually the first few albums he's rapping in it. I don't
Yeah.
like Man on the Moon 1, Man on the Moon 2. There's no blending of genres. It's literally hip hop and he's
Correct.
rapping. And those two albums had huge influences. So it's like you can't even use that as an excuse. So I was like, dude, that got me so tight when I saw that. And I just want to show Cudi more love. Like, yeah, man. Like, but yeah, Cudi's mad. He's mad important for like the first 25 years. And he's the one that he broke that mold of the whole, like Rainer, you said, the whole gangsta, 50 Cent. Like, I hated that era of hip hop. And
Yeah,
then,
chill, chill. 50 all day.
Axe, wrong with you? Chill.
oh,
You grew up in the hood. That's all you listen to.
Jay, you a 50 fan too?
Yeah, of course.
All
Yeah,
day, all
because I
day.
trying. That album is goaded.
The best hip rap album ever, bro.
My first song, Heat, on that album, bro. That's
Woo!
it.
Jay, I wanna hear your thoughts as far as like Cudi's disrespect and why his name isn't brought up within the list of influential or just whatever. Just give me your thoughts about that.
I mean, I'm kind of used to it already. So like when people ask me, like, "Oh, who's your favorite artist?" I always say, "Ye." Obviously, I'm not gonna change it. I don't care what people say.
Love it.
My son, Ye, he's been so influential in my life with his music. But then I always go to Kid Cudi right after because that's like Batman and Robin. And people always like, "Oh, why you like Cudi?" I'm like, "Yo, do you not know a lot? Probably a lot of your favorite artists are influenced. Travis Scott, his he got his name because of Kid Cudi, and like he's just at the time. I remember when Man on the Moon, the mixtape, a kid named Cudi, when it dropped. I remember 2008. A lot of people were fucking with it, but a lot of people weren't because people weren't used to the sound, being vulnerable, talking about your feelings and stuff like that. A lot of people didn't know like how to react to it, but a lot of us did because a lot of us went through it without
Yeah.
having music to resonate with that. So with that being said, I feel like Cudi's always gonna be disrespected in the sense where people are not gonna give him the flowers he deserves. 808s and Heartbreak was a huge Cudi influence, you
Yeah,
know?
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna say that like one of Ye's
Greatest
biggest, yes,
pieces of work was influenced by Kid Cudi.
exactly. Cudi had a
So
big time influence on the album.
so like I would argue that I will argue with the people that say Cudi didn't had no influence in that era between 2008, 2010, 2011 because Man on the Moon and Man on the Moon 1 and Man on the Moon 2 were great albums.
Big facts. Yo, you ain't gotta convince me, dog.
It's greatest albums, bro. The Man on the Moon 2 is better in my opinion,
Uh,
but Jesus, yeah, it's undeniable, bro. It's undeniable that Cudi has been a huge influence for a lot of different artists that came up.
going back to what I said like earlier in the episode, in the interview with Zane Lowe or one of the other interviews, he said that after he made Man on the Moon 3, the next two albums are Insano and Nitro Mega. And
Mhm.
Intergalactic, if you want to throw Intergalactic in there, because that,
Soundtrack, yeah.
yeah, it's a soundtrack, but that was more for the show, Netflix. But he said that Insano and Nitro Mega, like, he was just doing it because he was comfortable and he wasn't really pushing himself. So the Man on the Moon series definitely they're important to him and they're important to all his fans. So it's just tragic how like his name never gets brought up. His name never gets brought up whenever those type of topics come up. Most influential albums, who's an influential artist. Like people just never think about him. They think about the Ye's, the Drakes, the Coles, the Kendricks.
The memoir, is it like officially out? I thought it was coming out like in September. Like
No,
it's
it's
dropped
out.
already?
Now you can
Oh
order
shit.
it. It's out.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
it's
I gotta go
out.
pick that up.
He's actually I don't know. I think it's the second week where he's number one on New York Times selling
Oh,
bestseller.
yeah, I'm surprised he didn't
Every
do like
book is best New York City, best New York Times
Eh,
bestseller, bro.
facts,
Every
facts,
book in Barnes and Nobles is a bestseller, bro. I'm gonna
facts,
write a
facts,
book.
facts.
I'm surprised he didn't do a like a book signing and shit.
Nah, he did.
Did he? Where
In New
at?
York,
I think yeah, he did one in New York. He did one at a Barnes and Noble. I think he did one in the city. I don't know where exactly, but he did one in the city.
Probably 14th Street.
Isn't there a
Now
Barnes
for
and Noble
Fifth
at Union
Ave,
Square?
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about,
yeah,
Jay? Yeah.
yeah.
He might have went
Or Fifth
there.
Avenue. Fifth Ave does a lot of events because that's where I'm doing the Allen Iverson one. Fifth Avenue.
Wait, what's that?
He's
Yeah.
dropping a memoir and he's doing like a photo op. So you pre-order the book, he signs it, not personalized, but you get a photo of him too.
Oh, lit. Um,
I mean, yeah, this shit is out already.
yeah, and speaking on the memoir, Zane Lowe touched upon it a little bit. He just talked about like, yeah, obviously it's about his life, but he says that like it's a little bit more in depth. Everything that we know about him, we know through his music, but he said that the
Right.
memoir, it actually dives even more deeper into what we already know. Into like he talks about the creation of the albums. So I'm assuming he's talking about the Man on the Moons. He says that he goes even in more depth about what we already know. So I definitely got to cop it. And he talks about everything in that memoir. He did the painting himself for the cover. This
Oh, I was
guy,
wondering that too. As I was looking at it right now, I'm like,
Like a little
his
bean.
daughter did
yeah,
it.
yeah, he's just multi-talented. Um,
Cool
fuck
as
it.
hell. But yeah, scoop that up ASAP. I'll probably read a little excerpt. You could read some online. But I was at a bookstore a couple days ago, so I bought some books and I didn't see it in there. If I saw it, I probably would have copped it, but they probably just didn't get it in there yet.
But my guys, I appreciate you so much for hopping on this episode. Everybody watching, everybody listening, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. If you're listening on the audio, just remember to subscribe and rate and review. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. Rainer and Jay, it's been a pleasure. We
Oh
always we
wait.
always always got to get together. We'll see what Cudi does next. If it's a movie, another comic book, but we're always gonna hop on the Zoom and talk about it. And until next time, we'll check you out on the next episode of the Time Flies podcast.
Yo,
Peace.
take it easy.